Welcome back. We are here with the penultimate mission in Corna, Pogahn Passage. As I'd said in the previous video and in Crossroads, this is the mission you go to if you select Magrid over Master of Whispers during the main story. And also, you can come back and do this after you recruit Magrid following the completion of Nightfall. I'll show you where you can get that quest when we get to the final mission of Nightfall. But for now, in terms of our comp, not much has changed here. Our guest role this time will be fulfilled by Magrid. I've given her a basic volley build, not really much special to it. In terms of ability, Ranger heroes I don't consider to be that strong, especially compared to Mesmers, Necromancers, and Ritualists. I mean, you can do some things with them, like Broadhead Arrow Dazing or Enraged Lunge for Deep Wound. Splinter Barrage can be useful if you can bunch things up, but in general, I would say a Mesmer, a Necro, or a Rit's just going to outperform them. Anyways, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and cut right in. Special shout out here, if you employ Zed into your party here, you will get a special bit of dialogue. That is hilarious. And also very culturally relevant to any sci-fi nerds. In fact, this whole mission is a shout out to sci-fi nerds. Those who know, know. So there's two objectives here. That's breaking out Cormyr, and that's getting the diadem of Lady Glyve. Do note you're getting a prison code here when you talk to that first captain. It's like 21-7 and then 8. You don't need to actually remember it, but it is important that you talk to that guard captain before you go in. Because the bonus this time is completing, I believe, 4 different optional objectives. And we will go around on our way with that. Razah, how are you that far behind already? Okay. So we talk to the captain here. Let's keep our heroic refrains going. And you can choose to escort the prisoners to the prison you happen to be going to, and they will fight for you later. So it is good to... The bonus objectives really do not take that long to do, so you may as well. Objective number 2 is you kill this demon right here. Or you can just watch him. It's just, honestly, it's quicker to me to just kill him. And it's a non-zero chance at a rare, so why not? Who knows, maybe you'll get Soulbreaker out of it. Next up, we're going to head to the vault. Because this happens to be on the way to the shortest route for our optional objective. And there we go. Let's get the last one on. You just have to walk up to the Vault Master. Once the dialogue triggers, you can run away. You have achieved the objective. So now, for our last step here, our last optional objective out of 4, is we go talk to Guard Linko. Sure, buddy, we'll take over your shift. You don't actually need to take over his shift. You can just run. So with that out of the way, you can now come up to the prison keeper here. So we have just completed the bonus in all of 2 minutes. Just don't tell him Blue Harvest. If you tell him Blue Harvest, as much as I enjoy the Star Wars reference there, it will fail the bonus. So just do it properly. I know it saves you. You're only wasting 2 minutes to do it, but come on. And with that, we are at the prison. We just need to kill all the red things. A couple scribes and 2 oppressors, and then the jailer. Well, if the jailer wants to fight alone and not call for backup, that's okay, I guess. I'm very curious where those Sun Spears got their weapons from, but don't question it. Because we definitely did not come in with the plan to give them weapons. Ooh, let's get that before the bowman dies. Once he dies, we progress to the next part of the mission here. Now we are going to be timed. The timer is not threatening. 15 minutes is more than enough time. Honestly, we'll probably spend like half that, depending on if we get a dawdle from Master of Whispers. Come on, bro, you have a speed boost. Use it. So, once we get to the edge of the bridge here, we're going to be attacked by a bunch. The guard captain here has been alerted of what's going on. But even though he is named, he's not a boss, so not really a big threat. Just make sure you clear out the priests and the seers. There's two sections of this mission that are dangerous. The first one is right up at these stairs here. It is the exact reverse of Consulate Docks, in fact, where rather than the bowmen having the high ground on us, we now have the high ground on an army that's about to come in. So you can use the wall to LOS if you need it, but generally I like to try to attack from the bridge, try to pull, although it's very easy to accidentally pull more than you bargained for. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, I see you scribe there. We'll send you guys at that. Pet's doing a wonderful job holding up there. See a priest somewhere. Yeah, there you are. Oh, you're obstructed. Well, looks like most of the melee's dead anyways. It'll be fine. Now we can go in after their casters in the back. Yeah, we got two. Two priests. That's annoying. Let's get everybody up here. I'll hit this priest. I still have Norgu trained on the other ones, so it should help us shut down a little bit. Once one priest is dead, this will speed up significantly. There we go. One down, the other down, and we're good to go. I know we've already used up 3 minutes, but if you think about it, when our goal is this lightning bolt here, we're already halfway there. And we've cleared the first of the two major holdups here. So now Guard Linko has apparently returned from the guard duty that we were supposed to be doing for him. So unfortunately, now we got to take him out. There's multiple routes through the fortress, but I find this one tends to be the most consistent. So we got Colonel Kajo there. There's a couple other mini bosses around here that you have to deal with. I'm not as familiar with the others. Like I know there's another one that's around here-ish. I've never really looked up what class he is. There we go. We're through there now. Everyone is still Thanos. Cut. Come on, get up here, you guys. Seriously, get up here. Alright. I'm going to intentionally pull all 5 of them because they are not going to be a major threat to us. Especially now that we've got the full 10 minions rolling from Master of Whispers. And they tend to target minions first. Just try to focus fire here so that healing signet doesn't do too much. Watch yourselves, going to be fired no matter what. So yeah, Lieutenant and Ollie there, I don't know what class they are. We're going to progress down here. The most dangerous person in this entire mission, though. Let's see if we can see him yet. Yep, there he is. Captain Nebo in the back there. That is an elementalist boss. He's got Fireball and Meteor. So just make sure you keep an eye out for that. Before we get even close to him, once we're kind of near this tent here, I'm actually going to recast Shelter and Union just to be extra safe. Because I do not want to pull him on accident and have to fight him. Okay, he's still over there, so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, here he comes. So I'm going to find Captain Nebo, and I'm going to send... Okay, good. He cast the Meteor on the minions. That's not a big deal. But I'm going to send Gwen at him, and we're going to run over here quickly. Master of Whispers, pop incoming. I'm also going to send Norgu at him. Shutting down Captain Nebo is far more important than dealing with the priest. But once you've got Nebo killed, you've pretty much completed this quest. Or this mission. Nothing else from here is really a threat. And with that, we are done. In around 10 minutes. So, like I said, Rylon and Pogahn, both very, very quick. So now we have freed our leader. We have an entire underground resistance force in Korna. Which means it's time to go back to Iston, get more troops, and take the fight to Korna. However, Cormyr says, nope, none of that. We're going north to Vavi. Which, you know, that is so stupid. Oh god, that video never gets old. But anyways, as always, hope this guide is helpful, and we'll see you for the next one.